Hey guys, welcome to my second tutorial on U3D. This will be a little more descriptive than the last one because I now have a microphone, so it's always good. We're going to take a look at the camera today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the script, actually the object first for camera. Notice some variables here. Let's go over each of them individually. We have view, set that to 90. Now view is the FOV or field of view of the camera. So I'll just run this really quick. Um, we'll try to change this. We'll increase this just so you get an idea of what it does and what it looks like. Just a second. Okay, so now we're farther away just by changing the view and change it to 90. Will be pretty normal looking. Yeah, a little bit closer. So that's view. This is Z, just like in GM 3D. It's the same idea, just third axis. Height is like if you think of Z and height, like x1 and x2. This would be z1 and z2. So your height's just the z2. This will basically set up where or how far off the ground the camera will be. So set it to 5, you can set it to 10 if you want. Actually, when you're doing a follow object like I have right now, you have to, like, cube is my follow object. So you have to do camera dot camera dot hold on. Camera dot follow dot height equals like 10. Okay. So just so you get an idea, we'll take a look. Oh my god, what just happened? Right, it's not supposed to happen. I forgot that Cube also uses the height variable to change how tall it is. So you can't really get a good idea. But anyway, it's just like the Z2. Just know that much. Okay, mouse speed is pretty self-explanatory. Don't set it too high or too low. Speed 2, how fast the camera's moving. We don't need this because we're using a follow object. If you didn't have a follow object, then you would need to set this. If you're controlling the camera from within itself, like movement. Minimum range is the minimum culling of the camera. So it's the minimal draw distance. If your object is 2 units or more ahead of the camera, then it'll draw it. If it's not, then it won't draw it, so you won't see it. And the max range is the maximum draw distance need to be 4,000, be 500. It's the maximum draw distance, so 500 units away, everything will be drawn within 500 units, if everything is in 500 units. And then we have mouse control, get mouse position. That just retrieves the mouse position just like Windows does. Rotate X, that turns the camera this way, like this, up and down. So, and this is just limiting it if it's greater than 60, so you're not, going around in a circle. Like if you're looking at your object from the left, you wouldn't be going like this. You'd be going like looking up, down, down. And that's just, part of this. Rotate Y, you rotate the camera this way. Since I'm using a follow object, I have to use follow dot rot Y. Otherwise, I would just use, I would change this to rotate Y. So rotate X and rotate Y. But since I'm using a follow object, I have to use follow dot rot Y. And set mouse position keeps it in the middle. So yeah, I want to take a look at move camera as well. It's the script that the camera uses in the step event to update itself. Okay, so alright, if you're not using a follow or a perspective, or and a perspective, use this. A lot of this is, let me get this full screen. A lot of this is just, you know, temporary stuff. Not that it's not useful, but you really don't need to use it. You can just make your own. So if follow not equal to 0, so follow not equal to 0 if you are using a follow object, and you can change the perspective to 0, 1, or 2. And this is just a little bit of helper code. You don't need to use it, but it is useful if you want to make something quick or something that doesn't need a lot of detail. This works very good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the rotations, just a little more. You'll notice that my cube rotates with the camera on the rot y-axis. So, see, my cube rotates rot y with the camera. You don't want that. You just want the camera to orbit around the follow object. Then you just do rotate y like we were talking about before. Okay. Kind of messed that up. Okay, 1 second. Distance, perspective, whatever, it's fine, don't care. Yeah, you gotta change this too. I should talk about this. This will, like, if we wanted the object to rotate with the camera like it was before, if you wanted to get a rotation offset, this would -180 will usually make it turn forward, but it depends on which modeling program you're using. You can check out the first tutorial about loading models and textures, but I might just redo that one because it's not great. But we do need to take this out if you want to orbit the camera. And there we go. There it is. We're orbiting around follow objects. Simply amazing. Okay. You can talk about moving too, why not? Let's see, where are we here? Okay. Now this will depend on the rotation offset. Not using one here. But let's just do it again anyway. Let's see. It's gotta be follow. Rot y. Okay. Where am I? Okay. Camera dot rotate y equals -180. Okay. And since we're using -180, if we press A, like in most games, we want to go to the left. So rot y plus 90 would make us move left. And again, like in most games, if we press D, we want to go right. So rot y minus 90 would make us go right. And since we're using -180, you would think that this should be, since we're pressing S, like in most games, again, you want to move backwards. But since we're using the rotation offset of rotate y, -180, we just do rot y. So that'll make us move backwards. And this will make us move forward since we're facing rot y minus 180 degrees. Okay. Let's also, should save the matrix, yeah, I should save vectors and matrices for later. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, just please comment below or message me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.